Hey, welcome to the Rex channel. This is How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. And more importantly, these are the Devil's Towers Fixit 1969 game sessions. Welcome to episode 22 in the series as I begin working through and furthering our setup. I'm looking right now at was there enough trucks on the two operations for both the homely chatels and the bad sour crude. Bad sour crude, nothing waiting. Truck actually waiting to gain some loading. He's still at 86%, it looks like, or 66%. Can't tell which, because he does park perfectly under the sign. I may need to do a rotation so I can see him a little better. Definitely not enough trucks on the furniture, on the homely fitments. So we will be putting a few more trucks out this time. First things up. So unpause. We've also got now available the long nose semi. And the long nose semi will let us do doubles, which is a trailer with another trailer behind it. So gonna see just how much of an enjoyment factor we can get here. Looking at this, we do have a couple of copies. I'm going to go ahead and make 3 more copies and unleash these bad boys and let them start going so that we can get more train goods over to the fitments and beyond, or fitments and finishing, I should say. Fitments and finishings. I'm going to go ahead and fix a name here that I didn't get fixed up earlier. There we go. So Homely Chattel is now set right. And we do need to go back over here to this one and fix him as well. There we go. So both of those yard names have now been fixed. We also need to fix this one, and that's because the peat bog is now a crude and goods yard. And it is a terminal, not a yard. So it has been renamed to a terminal for crude and goods both. That's because we are delivering the lumber, the planks, to there and then transporting them over by truck. And speaking of which, let's see what else we can get to transport around. I'm also needing to start doing some more steps. And we've got Pauling Fields and Brenton upgraded. Let's take a look at Spring Cross. Spring Cross is still looking pretty good. We could probably put a bus stop out here, but for right now, and maybe one here. For right now, we'll skip on that. Rendon also looking fair. It could use a couple, like maybe one here and one here. But for right now, they're both looking good. We're going to leave those 2 communities alone. Next up, Mallifield has enough stops. It just needs better buses. So again, let's open up there. Satellite Yard Depot. Satellite Dispatch Center, I should say. And we're going to take and get some buses going. And the first thing I really need us to look at with Mallifield, especially on the bus line, is that all 4 of the buses are older, or have on them older buses. Like I've got Icarus, all in bad shape. This one here, not even picking up anything. This one's still back at a depot. We're just gonna send those buses back into the depot. We're not going to sell them. So what we're going to do, go to the vehicle details, go to depot, send him back to the depot. Another one to take a look at is this Icarus. We're going to set him to unload only and go to depot. He's already going to the depot. Unload him first. Get rid of everybody off of him. Let's get the money for those people. Retire is another option, which is it will be sold as soon as it's done, and I think that's what we were going to do, but I would like to keep the Icaruses for the two new cities we're going to be serving. Dispatch some of those guys out. All right, that Icarus is now empty. Go ahead and send him to the depot. This Icarus was on his way to the depot, shouldn't have been. Send him back out. And now we can take and get another one of these double-decker buses out onto that line. And that is, again, the Mallifield circulator. So let's just put a whoops, not the Ashlock, Mallifield circulator. Start. Next up is Core Street. Core Street already has a double-decker on it. Also got a stole. Going to go ahead and do a retire on the stole. The stoles are too slow to make tons of money there now. They can make money, but not much. So it's not really worth it at this point. Setting that up, and he's going to do his retire. Looking at the oily Mally, he's got Icaruses on him. And while the Icarus is a good bus for that, and it is still making money, the route as a whole is only making right around 1,000. It might be time to look at one of these more high-speed buses, which would be this guy here. The MHZ Long runs 79 passengers. Costs us $3.50 a kilometer, but with that many passengers on board, we should be able to throw him out on the Oily Mally bus. And that Oily Mally bus route, oops, not the route, oops, station list, goes to Races Fuel, Spring Cross Stop, Rendon Town Hall, all that. It is no longer the Mally bus. It is the Spring and Rendon bus. So it needs to be renamed. So this is the Spring and Rendon bus. We're going to call this the Spring Wren stage line. Go ahead and remove the Mally from the name, and it should now be good. There we go. So now we have the Ash Mally bus. 21st Grand to Ashlock. And the vehicle on it is a simple stole. Real slow for that long of a bus. Again, especially a full load. Let's go ahead and dispatch yet one more. And we want him to be the Old Ash Mally bus. And now we'll tell this guy to kindly please retire. Stole would be nice to have for some of the small towns as we first start them out, but we can cheat and get to those, and I'll show you how we cheat to get to those and we dispatch them down the road and say, yeah, hey, we bought some obsolete vehicles. Checking this guy, we're going to go ahead and sell the Icaruses. We can always, again, if I need it, come back and buy through buying obsolete vehicles and enabling them, those buses. Okay, close that guy out. He's now done. He's empty. Retire him. We're just going to get rid of him. So he's in depot. Sell it. All right, so that's cleaned that up. Let's go ahead and take a look at getting some new buses running in our community here. So Mallifield could use a few new buses. I'll buy 2 more copies of that just so that I've got a few. And it's time to start doing some unusual routing. And copy backwards. The East End bus. Get another one going, and he's going to be the Western bus. And we're going to put a stop right here by fitment for a reason. And that is so that we pick up as part of that. Oops. So we got a nice diagonal yard. And we can start doing some changes to things. Getting back into it. The schedule. He's going to do stops there, there, here, and here, and double back. And this is going to become the Mallifield consumer bus. Or actually, let's call it something better yet, the commuter bus. Because it's serving the parts of town we needed it to serve. All right. Checking this one, make certain whether or not there's anybody out there. Yes, the Core Street bus still runs it, so we're good. So we're at the 14-minute mark. We've upgraded the buses in Mallifield, and now it's time to consider Ashstead. And Ashstead grew lengthwise, just extended out. So we do need to consider some new bus routes, or at least extending the bus route out here quite a bit. And we're going to take and build a little bit of a road network to connect into. And that will let us have some growth down the road and control that growth so that it goes in the direction we want it to. Go ahead and do this and this as well. Now it's time to do the busing, and we're just going to add a new bus. We're going to grab an H-trans. We're going to have it start at the Ashstead stop and just go back and forth. We're going to call that the West State Ave bus in Ashstead. Get that one going. And now for that big one. Go to your settings. Go to economies and settings. Allow buying obsolete vehicles. This will let us now go and dispatch from the nearest one instead of wherever we had one. So, set, close your garage. Now open it. Show obsolete. We can now grab, if we want, a simple little stole. Copy them 3 times. What we're going to do is add in a few more stops in some key spots. One there, one there, one there, and one there, as well as one here. Going to do one here and one here. And might as well do one right about there. Want to do one more so that we can actually get people to and from the station. So we're going to do one there beside the station, and it basically let people transfer from the bus to the station. So first things up, let's make we bought 3 of these. Hit the old schedule, and we're going to do the one that's going to help at the station. So he's going to start here and do a loop. And that's the Ashstead Station Shuttle. We're going to make a copy, start the first one, step to that next bus and set him one. He's going to do this loop. And we're going to call this the Ashstead Old Town Growth Bus. And with those 2 set, now I can make one more copy of the plain stole, and we're going to do these guys. By telling it it's a stole shuttle, that'll automatically tell me that I may have a old bus on it. And then we'll do the same along Railroad Street, and we're going to call that Railroad Avenue. Okay, The other thing I can do right now is I can launch the other station shuttle and set the schedule here for Railroad Avenue, who's going to do something like this. And by having the word stole in there, that'll help me launch him out. Next up, come over to Newchester. Newchester has also grown enough that we can probably get away with a couple new buses. And some road to take and grow it out. And this will improve, hopefully, how this community is growing. There we go. And with that, we can now grab another bus. As we hit the 22, this time I'm going to grab an Empire because it'll run a little bit faster on what I'm going to call the Newchester Newtown bus. Or we'll just call it the South Loop. And putting the Empire in there to let myself know that I've got an Empire on it, which is slower and older. And that looks like that's a good spot to end this, our 20-second video. Thanks for watching these videos if you're watching them regularly. If you're just discovering it, yes, there's a whole series on this. This is number 22. Feel free to check the playlist for the Devil's Towers 1969, Fixit 1969 game, and watch this. I also have a tutorial series. I've got some other games I may take and post videos from as well, both in Semi-Trans and in other games. Hey, who knows? You might even see me do something in SimCity 4 down the road. Again, I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.